Peace and power, what it do, what it do, what it do. Peace and power. What's going on? Yeah, I said what's going on. Thank you for coming. Yeah, thank you for coming. What it do, people? Huh? What it do? Let's get busy. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. The divine mind knows, the divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people to struggle. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers. This is a space for dialogue, a space of intelligence, of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, a space for masters, for queens and queen comrades, for militant men, a space of equality, of justice. Your space. A space of love, a space where we are working on a united path towards what? True liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Hashtags, green screens, apps with cash pals that pay, unions that are Western, grants with money. Red cups, blue cups. Wait. I-21 cups. Yeah. The squeegee man cups, the squeegee man pockets. The pastor's pockets. Yeah, the pastor collection plate. Give it up, Rev. Give it up, Rev. Don't make me put you in your back pockets. It's a war going on outside. Damn, ain't that right, Iraq? It's a war going on outside, ain't that right, Iran? It's a war going on outside, ain't that right, Libya? It's a war going on outside, Cuba. It's a war going on outside. Ain't that right, LA? Ain't that right, St. Louis? Ain't that right, Brooklyn? It's a war going on outside. Fund the war effort. Hold on. It's a war going on outside. Ain't that right, 26 Federal Plaza? God damn it, got to be more careful. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Yeah. Don't wait until you're cuffed up on the ground, face down on the pavement. Don't wait until you're chest down on a hot patrol unit. Officer, can I get my phone? Officer, nah, don't wait until you're getting kicked out of the getting kicked out of the league. Getting kicked out of Pop Warner. Don't wait, Mom, until you can't go to the soccer practices no more. Yeah, book yourself an assessment. Don't wait until the kids can't stand you. I ain't going to Uncle Johnny's house no damn more. He too damn mad. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention. Yeah. Book an assessment. Stop sending each other outside with stakes on your eye. Yeah, busted lips and swollen eye jammies and speed knots. Your scrapes on your elbows and your knees and things. Yeah. Nah. Stop being the only house that the police know on the block by heart. Yeah. Leave yourselves alone. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, book an assessment. Yeah. Learn the warning signs. Okay? The behaviors, that should alarm you. Characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness levels. Listen, past traumas, conversations, people, events, situations that should have your alertness levels on 1,000. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. What it do? Talk about it. Talk about it. It's Monday. Yeah, we here. It's a little late. Later than I would have liked. But we here. We here. And you here. So God diggity doggy. We got some people to tag. Yeah, sit down, boy. It's gonna be a long one. Yeah, sit down. We got some people to tag. Somebody tag Chrisean Rock. Yeah. Somebody tag Chrisean Rock. Yeah, tell her to bring her ass to class. Yeah, her, Adrian Bronner. Yep. Yeah. Tell her to bring herself to class. Somebody call Gillie. Yeah. Gillie the Matrix. Yeah. Tell him to bring his dancing ass to class. Yep. Come on down. Man, somebody tag YSL. Atlanta, y'all have won. Yeah. The commercial rap coming from the South is now officially waving the now latest Skittle flag. Yeah, we understand Atlanta. Roy G. Biv. More power to you. We ain't gonna say nothing about y'all no more. Tag them. Somebody tag them. Tag all teenagers, matter of fact. If you got a cousin, if you got a niece, damn it, a nephew, a neighbor, tag them. Because young folks is done lost y'all damn mind. Yeah, y'all did. So tag them. Okay? Yeah. Let's get busy. I say let's get busy. I say share this. Yeah. Share the class always on your social medias, on your Facebooks, and on your threads or whatever. Share the class and get your classmates. Tell them we here. Twist up their little bottle of Wild Irish Rose. Yeah, twist that up. Put that down. I don't need y'all looking and sauced up in this class. Listen. Put your little tweeds down. Yeah, put it down. Yeah, it's time for class. Let's see who in. Let's see who in class. Who first in class? Uh-oh, Dustfro reclaiming the top spot. Dustfro 517. Philly _CA215. Philly in the building. And Andrea Jones. Heal up, Andrea. We see you coming up in there from FLORIDA. That's right, 1, 2, 3. Y'all shiny for me. Mark Milner. Yeah, we see you. What's going on? We got a session, boy. You gotta book it. Boy, it be running crazy. Eric Carlos. Yeah, we see you, Eric Carlos, the Riverwalk. San Antonio in the building. Guns and Gloves in the building. 900 Batty in the building. We see you. V. Gibson, 2 months. You say 2 months? What you say, 2 months? No, 2 years. 5 months clean, sober. Yeah. Somebody give him some badges for that. Let somebody give him some claps for that. V. Gibson, 2 years and 5 months and counting. Yeah, we see you. Congratulations. Ken Williams, what up? We see you. Gene, Helene, KMU, Canada's first responders in the building. Do I got y'all little Royal Mounted Canadian cap on? Yeah, I'm gonna meet rest some of y'all up there and goddamn in the wilderness of Canada. Yeah, I'm ready, goddamn it. Yeah, Gene, what's going on? Dow, what up, Dow? OG Kicks, what up? Mark B, What up? What's good? Lionheart, what up? What up, Rick? What up? We see you, Rickadar. Yeah. Philly in the building. Who make it happen? Radio in the building. We see you. What up? What up? What up? We see you. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, God diggity dog. Y'all moving shit. Vitamin Vision TV. What up? Philip Boone. What up? Jay Will. Boston is up in the spot. What up? Angel. What up? Sean Jenkins. 55 for Sean Jenkins. 55, y'all, for Sean Jenkins. C Blaze, my sniper. What up, C Blaze? Hey, hey. The Gressler, the global hustler. Cuckoo, the bag of bones in here from Zurich, Switzerland. MC extraordinaire. Cuckoo, the bag of bones. What up? Yeah. Lord, what up, Lord? Philly in the building. Philly deep. Yeah. Andre Smith, what up? Yeah, I got that. Yeah, the old fake catch and cap. Yeah. Number one lady, Spot, what up? You see it? Hey. What up, G? We see you, GG. What up? Tay in the building. LA in the building. Mr. Strictly Game. The brand in the building. Oh, yeah, we getting ready to rock and roll. Who that? Ward, what up? Ward, we see you. Gerard, what up? What's going on? We see you. Marlon, 55 for Marlon. 55. Benjamin Grinch, what up? Cool K Kang is in the building. God, diggity dog, yeah. Who else? Hood Scented Highlights, what up? Malik, what up? Yeah. Huh? Marcus Haynes, what up? God diggity doggy, God doggy, y'all up in here? Yeah, y'all up in here today. What's going on? Yeah, I'm a little parched. Shh. We got to get down with the get down early on. Man, First, let me get this off. Since I'm in my hometown, since I always speak about parenting and being on top of things, attempting to give our children independence and allowing them to, go from home to school or from home to work on their own, is very, very stressful. It's stressful because we raise our kids differently than we were raised, because things happen at a quick pace, boom, because things are a bit more dangerous, okay? A bit more dangerous. As a parent, knowing what you know and passing on specific information, you can only hope that your children listen. You can only hope that your children listen. DC, what up, Kenny Mac? So many incidents of random violence targeted at our young people, at our women, and our elders. There's so many acts that, of course, we would want to get on some vigilante type movement. And I don't doubt that some are. Not too far from me, a couple of blocks really. Let's go right to the notes so you can see why I'm in the position that I'm in when it comes to me and mine. I rarely travel alone. they really travel alone. If I'm not on, I'm with them. Then almost every aspect of them traveling. And then somebody's always with me. We watch each other back. It's definitely a community effort. But let me go to this. And this is just, it's just ignorance at this point. Ignorance beyond belief. And this can't be tolerated. An 18-year-old woman, funny how they're calling her a woman. If she was an Ofe or other, she would be a teenager. I want you to see the irony in that and how they speak of us when it comes to the media. An 18-year-old woman was clapped in her chest during a robbery on a subway platform in Brooklyn. Okay? An 18-year-old woman, I repeat, was clapped in her chest during a robbery on a subway platform in Brooklyn. The woman was standing on downtown number 2 train platform at the President Street Medgar Evers College Station in Crown Heights around midnight. A man approached and tried to take her purse. Okay? All right? The two started to struggle. Okay? The man backed out the hammer, put it to the woman's chest, boom, clapped her and ran off without the bag. Clapped her, ran off without the bag. Now, she survived. This was just overnight. She survived, and since has spoken to the news. She said she doesn't know why this happened, how it happened. She just said she felt an energy. She wasn't off point. She saw this individual. She said it was very weird for her. It was very weird for her because she said she had nothing of value. So she's 18. She says she has nothing of value that would attract somebody to come and take something from her. I want y'all to understand how frustrating it is for, anybody, but, specifically a lot of us who was really about certain actions in the street, who never preyed on our own community. Never. Ever. Who wouldn't dare draw a weapon on a woman. When I tell you, man, just seeing and just knowing that it's right down the block. 18 years old. My daughter was 18. She was on that train on a regular. On that train on a regular, coming from work. I had to stop because she was getting anxious. Because the energy started to shift. Now, I was one who was on the subways every day. Every day. Sometimes all day. When I was 18. You understand? but in a whole different mindset, with a whole different energy that was going on. Not saying that it wasn't as dangerous. It might have been more dangerous when we are talking about the beginnings of the crack epidemic. We talking about 86, 87, 88. We was in full swing of the epidemic. Crack heads, custies running up and down, selling everything. From Benzie boxes to Betamaxes to sneakers to, and you name it. They were stealing everything. But as an 18-year-old coming up from the late 60s, you coming up through the 70s, we explored more. We was a little bit more mature, right? We were more engaged in the society, and we understood specific dangers. We just did. These 18-year-olds, now if they aren't, which the majority of them aren't, when we speak of the so-called YNs, when we speak of those who are in street organizations or gangs, that's a very small set. I'm telling you right now, it's a small set. Most of the youth are not involved at all. Many, I mean millions of them, about work, school, trying to figure themselves out. So they're not in the space where they are consistently being tested to be on point at all times, to sense danger. They really don't get it. They don't. So I can just imagine the fear that this 18-year-old girl sitting on a subway, barely ear hustling with the news, and really, man, he backed out, put it to her chest, and scrolls the trigger. Bam! So now, they rush her to Kings County Hospital. The bullet goes in and comes straight out her back. A woman. Of course, there's cameras all in the train station. There's cameras out the train station, all that, to get a, you know, they always show you the grainy bullshit picture. She said he's about 40 years old. He had on a red Yankee cap. Red and white. Red with the white Yankee sign. Somebody gonna know him. Somebody in the 5 boroughs know him and seen him walking up out that building this morning, or in his little neighborhood bodega, looking buying a Lucy or some shit. We gonna see what's what. Okay, but that's just how sick the men have become. And where was the police? I mean, us native New Yorkers know to deal with that. But with all of the crime that has been going on in the subways, with the World Cup, with T-47 still being around, with the new mayor, how does this happen? Right? How does she, an 18-year-old, at midnight, okay? President Street, y'all know, if you're from the town, y'all know who live around there, right? Y'all know who lives around there. Y'all know what kind of security is around there. How does this happen? That this young girl, man, if she would have transitioned behind this bullshit. So listen, I mean, if you consider yourself a goon or a thug or about that, y'all gotta start, and y'all don't have to. Y'all can leave shit as it is, but it would only do y'all some good if those who are saying that they the streets be of the street and watch for these sucker ass dudes that y'all got running around. Yeah, watch for that. So I hope she heals up. You know, of course they didn't give her name or any of that for security and privacy reasons, you know. But yeah, that's what we deal with in New York. And that's at any given time, okay? That's at any given time. So we hope she heals up, okay? Now, speaking of which, and since, you know, she gave a description of a man in his 40s, so we talking about a black man in his 40s shooting a young girl. Like, he didn't, well, since we don't know who she is, we're not gonna assume. Let's not assume she's melanated. You know, I heard her voice and sound like it to me, but let's assume she isn't. Still, all in all, we got a black man that again puts a stain on us all, because they don't differentiate. They don't. Another one who just did some bullshit. That's how they're gonna mark it up. And because of his disdain for whoever she was, young folk have a reason to believe in the narrative of this generational beef. So we're gonna move out towards the Midwest, because this shit blew my mind. Not gonna front. Put this warning out. Sensitive material here. Sensitive material here. Okay? Two teenagers were charged with the unaliving Tuesday, in Illinois, of 5 members of one family, okay, who were clapped at 3 different locations. 2 teenagers. And when they say teenagers, they mean teenagers. Let's go. A 16-year-old boy will be prosecuted as an adult, while a case against a 15-year-old girl will start in juvenile court before possible transfer to the St. Clair County Criminal Court, says the prosecutor's office. 5 people were unalived and 2 more were wounded, primarily on Sunday, in a targeted mass shooting in East St. Louis, a city across the Mississippi River from St. Louis. Okay? Troopers stopped the vehicle and arrested the teens Sunday in a state park. And this is so mind-blowing. And it is a warning, because when you talk about kids who are unruly, when you talk about kids who have shown behavior issues in the home, it's alarming. And when they exhibit that, when they show you that, we have to man, yo, we have to be custodians of our own well-being, because I always tell people, family, friends, anybody, when somebody doesn't move in their right mind, and they show you that, and you call it wigging out or whatever, you know, but you notice it, and you like, yo, your spidey sense tingle, and you get alarmed, don't move from that space in your mind. Because, like, nah, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. And move accordingly, whether you got to get them up out of your crib or get them a pill. Because people will body you. They will unalive you. This shit, look, court documents, the court documents don't reveal a motive. You dig? But Marcus May, the father of the 15-year-old girl, told local news media that the girl was upset with family members and plotted the attacks with Jameer Davis, her boyfriend. Okay? 16 years old and a 15-year-old girl. May said that he lost his nephew, 2 stepchildren, his mother, and a sister. They were 74 years old, 49, 25, 24, and 21 years old. Same family. Okay? Davis appeared in court on 12 charges, including 5 counts of murder, and was ordered to remain in custody. Okay? The shootings mostly occurred over the weekend, but one victim who passed, which is May's sister, Sherry May, was shot days earlier. Davis is accused of unaliving Marcus May's mother, Patricia May, and cutting off her right thumb in order to open her phone so he could steal money. This shit here with these kids, with these teens, with these young people thinking this way, unacceptable. Unacceptable. The way people are filming these children acting out and unruly in school, the constant fight videos, right? The teen takeovers, all this shit with all this energy, and they are ill-equipped, because when you watching those videos, you also have the other content creators who are asking them basic educational questions and they don't know the answers. So these children are growing up being raised in an institution that doesn't care about them, that will not properly educate them. Culture, right? An entertainment culture that consistently gives them false narratives of you only live once, of grandeur, of absent purpose rebellion, right? And over sexuality and drug use. In a home that many of them have parents who are busy chasing the bag, right? This little gumbo mix of bullshit. When I tell you that shit it steams all of this up. It really does. Your family will unalive you on accident. When you see this, when they display that, when they give you body language and verbal communication that you can't tell them nothing, they don't have to, you right. We can't tell you anything. You have a specific age. You right. But you won't do nothing here. You gonna get your ass up out and face that world with whatever you are equipped with. If your ass is 16 and you got a 4th grade education and you think you're going to run something in someone's household, nah, you're going to run them streets. You're going to run that world because you're not going to hurt nobody in this house. Andrea Jones, much appreciation for the war effort. You understand? Y'all have to take your lives serious. Very serious. For these 2 kids to contemplate this, because of what? Because they thought they were in what? In love, light? Vet, what's up? Well, what? They unalived a family. And the way that it was done over the course of the days. Check this out. The 2 counts of attempted murder and 2 counts of aggravated battery involving a firearm stem from allegations that Tiffany Thompson was clapped in her neck and Santosha Scott was clapped in the back. Okay? An aggravated vehicular hijacking count alleges Davis took a 2015 white Chevy Traverse by force. A final count alleges unlawful use of a stolen firearm during the commission of first-degree murder. So they just wow out. Listen, July 5th to the 7th, Sherry May was unalived. They had her, bodied her. So 2 other family members went to go check on her. July 11th and 12th, Devin May and Patricia May were unalived. So that's 3 May family members. Okay? Shania Thompson and Quentin Thompson were unalived on the 12th as well. 2 attempted murders and other related offenses were also alleged to have happened on the 12th of July. And that is crazy. Because they were listen, they clapped Granny. Her daughter and her grandson came to the crib. The grandson came, they clapped him. The little girl went outside, got to get to the car to go get her mama, brought her mama up in the house so Money could clap the moms. They cut grandma's finger off getting the phone. You understand? This shit here, check it. Marcus May, who is related to all other 3 May victims and is the father of the little girl, said she chose to do this. I can't show her no sympathy. I can't say, I hope she get it light, which means getting light punishment. And you make an attempt to say, well, what's going on in the 15 and the 16-year-old mind when a father and other family members, right, disapprove of this, the way these kids are relating to each other. Not that they're in a full-blown relationship, but this is what I'm telling you. When you that young, you don't know how to relate. You shouldn't be thinking about that to that degree. Now people can say, oh, well, back in the days. But this isn't back in the days. So now these kids are overstimulated, doing whatever the hell they believe that they're doing. Someone said, yo, listen, put the brakes on that. Yo, listen, y'all don't need to be around each other to that degree. They say, and listen now, the gun that was used was the mother's. She seen her gun missing, reported it to the police. So she did what I guess she figured she was supposed to do, not knowing that this little broad is right up under you. Now, we don't know if it was a consistent, ongoing thing with the family. Or if Shorty was, if it was just an immediate, like, look, listen, don't come through. We don't want him here no more. Y'all can't be together, you know, or whatever it was. And she just snapped. We don't know until the father gives more information. They may have been around each other for a little minute. Maybe a year or two. We don't know. But I do know that some of you have similar situations, whether it's immediate kids, whether it's cousins or in-laws or just people in your community, and you see how these young kids interacting. And listen, it's not something that can be ignored. People always say, well, they got to learn on their own and life will teach them. No, life will teach you. I keep telling you, how people move in their ignorance does not absolve us who know better the responsibility of teaching. So when you don't teach, you did, because it should never come to that thought, because it doesn't match. You can't see him or her anymore. Murder everybody? Really? No, that's not how people think. That's something else going on up here. The processing doesn't, that's something else going on. If it was some type of drug, that's something else. Oh, we're going to take everybody out. Because in order to do that, you're also planning what? Getting away with it. So there's something wrong here. But that's sinister. That's psychotic. This isn't you going to somebody's house, some strange. No, this is your family. Little girl is 15. So what happened between 12 and 15? From Bobby socks to now you getting ready to get some jail clothes? Come on now. Real deal. Something is going on there. Now, I've never been to East St. Louis. Only thing I heard about in East St. Louis is from my Johnny Boyd. Yeah, Johnny Key, because he out there. And Fred G. Sanford. I don't know nothing else about St. Louis. Somebody tell me what's going on. between 9 years old and 15 years old that's going to cause a little girl to unalive the family. Like there's text messages in between the days when they're still plotting on the family members, and he made a statement about blood, and the little girl texts back, I could deal with that. I like blood. I can do that. Like, what? No, what? And you know how I get. These are melanated kids. These ain't no little old face. That shit is natural for them. In a sober space, they talking about taking out their family. But for ours, yeah, that's something different. That's something real different. But again, when we have consistent narratives of generational, disconnect, this generation don't rock with this generation, the kids don't. No, we not going, no. You have to talk to your children. You have to talk to your family members, especially if you're raising someone else's or in-laws is living with you, cousins and family. We raise, listen, question. I'm telling you, we are not in a generation, we're not in an era where you can have some nutcase living around you. I'm serious, yo. You feel anything, yo, get them up away from you. And that's real talk. I don't deal with the crazy shit. If you cannot be in a space, that you get in therapy and the therapy is making sense, is giving you time to get your mind right, if that, you're going to get a pill. Yeah, you're going to get a pill. Because you're not going to be around me. Nah. Y'all better start getting your family members right and exact. Because as the pressures of outside society start to move in on our people, it's going to be a lot of this. It's going to be a lot of this. Okay? This shit gets thick. Get some help. Get some help. Okay? Don't let them, listen. Don't let no young folk do you dirty. That ain't the person. And I always say, when I see somebody who's unhoused or homeless or whatever, or, somebody that just in the street and they lost their mind, they had a baby shower for them. That's somebody's child. That's somebody's child. Yeah, that squeegee man, that little dude walking up and down the street, holding his sweatpants, right? Bare feet, dirty, up and down the street and shit, looking, that was somebody's child. Might have a baby shower, all that shit for him. In school and shit, kindergarten. That's somebody's kid. We all somebody's children. Whether somebody licked them, smoked some dust, something back, any of that. You dig? So, y'all gotta be on point. Be careful. Be very careful. Especially if you got firearms in the house. I don't know. They had a case, I believe a 2-year-old found a hammer in the couch in one of these cities or states. This was Friday or Saturday, 2-year-old. Pull it out of the couch, put it in his mouth, and shot. Wow. I don't get it. I don't get it. What up, E. Brown? You dig? So we send deepest condolences to the May family out there in East St. Louis. Shorty, you and your boyfriend going to jail. Yeah, never to come home, ever. And at this point, are they even, or will they ever be able to understand what they did? Okay? But that generational gap shit, nah. We have to do something about that. We do. We gotta get that shit right. Okay? We gotta get that shit right. Now, we all have, at this point, been well aware of Nolan Wells and his case. And I don't understand. They still talking about the autopsy has been inconclusive. They don't know what's going on. They still don't know how he passed away. I don't get it. I don't get it. That body was fresh. Okay? That body was fresh. It wasn't like he was in the water that long. It wasn't like a week, they didn't find him, and he floated up on some marsh. No, nigga, 2 days and a half. 2 days, what's the problem? Anyway, this case I didn't know about, and this happened the same day. So check it out. Something similar. And when I tell you I don't mess with old phase, I'm telling y'all. I don't get it. I don't get it. Check it out. Covington County, Alabama. Jason Walton and John Walden's stomachs turned when they got a frightening call from their nephew's football coach as they were leaving the store with food to grill out for the 4th of July holiday. The coach told them that their nephew, Dion Walton, had gone missing in the community lake. Excuse me. He was like, Jason, where are you guys? I said, we just got back from the store. He was like, well, you need to get out here now. It's something with Dion. You need to get here ASAP. His uncle, Jason Walton, said. Okay. They went to the community lake off Harmony Church Road in Covington County, where Walton had been with some of his teammates celebrating the holiday. We got there and saw all these rescue squads, and I'm like, what's going on? Walton said. His family said they were told Walton and some friends jumped off the pier into the lake to see who could swim with a small island, swim to a small island in the middle of the pond the fastest. But Dion struggled as he was cramping in the water. After turning back towards the pier, calling for help, trying to grab onto a floaty, he was already starting to sink underwater. Friends couldn't find him for well over 30 minutes, which turned into hours. All of the friends are O-phase. Look now, the parent who owns the home says they tried to jump in and find him and they couldn't. It just doesn't seem real, Uncle said. Family said Dion was a mediocre swimmer and was used to swimming in pools, but not lakes where you can't see the bottom. Okay? Now, be careful, right? 'Cause look, although this is a tragedy, his uncles say there's one message that comes out of this. I'm trying to figure out what's this one message. Check this out. Be careful. The message is not don't get in there on a holiday and have fun because this could be the consequences, but be careful. His other uncle, John, said, if I had known, I would have told him to have a life floaty with him. And I'm like, hold on. Excuse me, y'all. Y'all, what is going on here with these black men not say, like, wait a minute. Check this out. His uncle says teammates love Dion as they have been in and out of the house all week and having vigils for him. Okay? To say to know him was to love him. What are we talking about? He went with his teammates who was all O-phase and he the only one drowned? That makes sense to y'all? On the same day, Nolan Wells was out with teammates and classmates, predominantly O-phase, and he drowned? Well, there's much appreciation for the super chat. Teach, brother. This is for the struggle. Much appreciation. This is what you're telling me? That this is a coincidence? On the same day? A couple of 100 miles over. He was a student at Strong High School who ran track, played football, and basketball. He just had a bright future ahead of him, and it sucks what happened on Saturday. He has so much to give. This is what the uncle's saying. Oh man. Family said he was full of energy and life. He loved rap. He loved to rap and sing, even when he didn't know the lyrics to the songs. Come on, listen now. Y'all can buy it if you want to. I don't buy it. You know why? Cause look, let's take it back to the well space. Look, Horn Island, right, off of Mississippi, frequenters are recalling the conditions on the island on the 4th of July. Okay, the day the late 18-year-old Nolan Wells disappeared. Okay, it's a chick, one of these little chicks. We're gonna call her Eminem. Eminem, who has visited the island for the past 10 summers, told the news that she noticed a lot more young people out there than normal during the bustling holiday party, which also included families. Okay, but she didn't see Wells, whose death is currently being investigated by Mississippi authorities and the FBI. So again, when it comes to Nolan Wells, all these people is out there, all these phones and cameras and stuff was out there. Why we only have that one bullshit video of what they say was an argument between Wells and some dudes? What? All those people, no one was filming anything. Now, that's what's weird to me. Now, the mother and father can say, well, he would have never left his phone, and he would have never not had an entry on Snapchat. I'm saying it looked like to me it was about 100 people right there. 150 people or more right there. And none of y'all got no footage or nothing. Who is the FBI investigating? Just his friends? Why are they not looking at everybody's phone that was out there? If you really want the truth, because I don't believe it. I don't believe young people were on boats, kikiing, going from boat to boat, from island to island, and nobody else got no videos of him. Nobody. She said, everyone seemed to be having a good time. Okay? Check it. Remember what they said. Wells, an 18-year-old community college student and football player, was reported missing on the evening of July 4th after he had taken a boat with some friends and gone to Horn Island, which is off the coast of Mississippi, for a party. Okay, the sheriff department said some of his friends said that he had opted to stay behind on the island without his phone, reportedly after meeting a young woman. Okay, 2 days later, his body was found on the island's northwestern tip. Okay, that was the same area Eminem told the news that she had anchored her boat. She noted that while the water around the island was choppy, that area in particular was known for rougher water. Check it. Now, this is what she said. We had to rope our floats that we float in. We had to tie it to the boat on the 4th that day to keep us from getting sucked into the Gulf. They said that even the strongest swimmers can struggle to swim in that area if the seas are turbulent. Listen, man, I'm not with this shit. Nothing to me is nah. 2, young, firm, fit in the prime of their life, cut down short, surrounded by old phase. Now that's too much for me. That's too much. I ain't buying it. But I don't know what's with these black men in these spaces down there to make, man, I'm not defending no one. Everybody's a suspect if my family member drowns. Why y'all so quick to say it ain't white folk? What's the matter with y'all dudes down there? Come on, man. It's crazy. Crazy. Y'all still there? She said all day, every day on cold. Okay, what up, Moo? Yeah. I had someone get mad at me, because I stated that this could be retaliation for Carmelo Anthony. Could be, because that's how they move. That's how they move. They don't do nothing right in that spot. But, for them, victim is a victim. Could be. I wouldn't trust them. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't trust them. Then they just have his funeral today. Something like that. Then they let the rat speak. I mean, this play is crazy. They let the rat speak at the funeral. Unbelievable. Wouldn't be me. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, because we ain't got that long. Damn, it's 11:38 already? Yeah, I know them old Faye lovers down there. Yeah, I know. It's a damn shame. Damn shame. They be loving on them old Fays. Then somebody just, something just happened. Who got cheated on? Oh no, that's something different. My bad. Let's move on, y'all. All them thick sisters in Florida, and they out of their mind. Yeah, they out of there. Yeah, listen. Once a narrative get pushed, and people start debating online and arguing, and once that narrative go out, some people were already in a space believing it. Now they got others that's going to co-sign and jump in with them. And you get the blackest people, the darkest melanin and rich. You get them hating each other. Insane. I don't want to date no black woman. I don't want to date no black woman. And I ain't dating no black man. For narratives that are false. Like, so you already know they were unstable. You already know that. I seen some, man, listen. I see some things on social media coming out of Florida. Black, shiny black, gorgeous women. I'm like, woo, wee. And they alone. They so alone, they in the gym. Talking about fitness expert. She in the gym 6 times a week. 3 hours in the morning, 2 hours at night. That shit don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Y'all not loving on each other, humping on each other, growing each other as a nation. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Nothing that disgusts me more than black folk that don't know how to love on and look at and appreciate our energy with each other. That shit is disgusting. Disgusting. Anyway, let's move on. Okay? Let's move on. You folded, you was drunk. How you dropped the ball? Yes, the internet pushing, but the internet only had to give it a little nudge. That shit was in people's heart anyway. You got people that have been traumatized by their own and get stuck in that trauma and don't move anywhere past it. You know, they get just harbored and rethink. That's what it is. Some people already felt that way. The internet just amplifies it. That's all. That's all. Chrisean Rock. Now, Chrisean Rock, we done had her in class many a times, but we never had her in class for this, right? We spoke on Scribble Scrabble abusing her, right? In our view, right? Back and forth, a lot of domestic abuse. Y'all know who Scribble Scrabble is, right? Y'all know who Scribble Scrabble is, right? When I say Scribble Scrabble, Yeah. That's what L.A. Named Blueface. Cause anybody that do that, yeah. There you go, Blueface. Much appreciation. Yes, yeah. They need some sessions. Much appreciation for the war effort. Yeah. So Scribble Scrabble was abusing her. Abusing each other. We seen that. We spoke on it. I even thought that she might have been on the spectrum. Everybody said, nah, she wasn't on the spectrum before she got with him. She was a track star. No, shit don't mean she wasn't on the spectrum. Doesn't mean that. You dig? We seen her at her worst. We seen her catch cases, go inside. We seen him catch cases going. We seen them in not sober stupors and give birth, bring a child into the world. So she was in class not for good reasons. But she was never in class, and this is really the first I'm hearing about it, of her not just having a musty box, but her overall BO is they said it was downright despicable. This is what was being said about her. Now, we know she's an athlete. We know she's a little bit off. Okay? But we see that she changed a lot in her life. We see her get serious about boxing, right? And I'm telling you, I believe that she'll be fighting for a belt if she remains consistent for 2 to 3 years, because I see the seriousness in her training and where's she going with it. Recently, I believe it was this weekend, she was on AB, Adrian Bronner, and the dude Dean Stream. And people felt the ways about it because, of course, this is one of the the fastest and the most popular stream today. The fastest growing and the most popular stream today is Adrian Bronner and this dude. So a lot of people have been coming through. Everybody want to get streamed with them because they think they're going to get lit. So Chrisean comes through and people immediately didn't want her there. They was disturbed by her presence. However, it made sense. Excuse me, when I'm looking at it, he's a boxer, former champ, training to get back in shape. She is learning this sweet science and want to be serious. So why not? Why wouldn't she be there? However, she was a little tart. She was a little tart. It's being reported that, you know, she had the gym on fire. She had people nostrils and she had people nostrils a little busy. He was like, yo, hold up. Now, when you around a bunch of men, you know, man, there's gonna be some scent in there if one or two of them ain't right. If one or two of them trained a little bit too hard and they ain't hit that water. For a woman to make men go, whoa. Like, yo, hold up. That's you? Nah. Nah, you gotta touch that water. So Adrian Bronner, is always clowning on the show. And then there are certain points where he's crashing out, very serious. Crash out. Right? Gibberish coming out of his mouth. He's slurring, he's wailing, you know. However, in the clip that I seen, he was like, yo, hold up. And he no clowning. He said, yo, you need to get you gonna get in that shower? Yeah, you gotta get in that shower. Especially when she was doing the little knee raises and shit like this. And he was like, yo, whoa, wait a minute. No, you gotta get in the shower. She told me, why it's bedtime? You getting up in the morning and all that. He just looking at her like, yo, I don't believe this is you. I'll be around these dudes all day. I'll be around men all day. And I never heard AB tell any of them dudes while he's been streaming and I'm seeing clips. I never heard him say any of these dudes around or any of the camera or any of the guests, you need to get in that water. None of them. He never said it. He was adamant about, yo, listen, before we do anything, you need to get in the shower. So she was a little strong in scent, which again has nothing to do with her skills and her training that she was coming to get. Let's be clear. And if she is a little bit spectrum-y, it would make sense. Hear me out. Being around older people who have autism, who are on the spectrum, or who may have other severe mental imbalances going on, many of them have that body odor. Many because they're older now. Their caretakers may not be able to wash them up. They may not have been able to really teach them how to wash, right? 'Cause now they're older. They're almost adults, right? They're teenage, 16, 17, 18. They're getting older. And a lot of them have issues where you just can't wash them. Some of them don't like to be touched, right? You ever get around some of your family members or children that you know, and you go to reach out to grab them and they, right? A lot of people on the spectrum they on different levels. A lot of them don't like to be hugged. They don't like to be touched. My niece, you can't say I love you to her. She ill. For some reason, ill. She don't want to hear that. You understand? There's different levels. I know a few who have, strong body odor. They may not, they're not going to use deodorant. They're not, And again, a caretaker is not going to fight with them, especially if, they're older now and they want to fight. They may be nonverbal, right? So, a lot. Yeah, that's true too. Trauma. She been with this scrabble face dude. Before him, we don't know what kind of upbringing she says, other than what she put out there on reality TV. And she says her sister allegedly abused her. Like the household might have had a lot going on. We don't know. But I know this. In all of the years she's been on reality TV, in all of the beefs and the fights that she had with all these other girls, none of them said she was musky and musty like that. None of them. So I want to put that out there. That I never heard it, I never saw it, right? I seen some people clown about it on clips. I even seen Scribble Scrabble face, when they were live together. Somebody, in the comments, somebody, why she look like she smell musty? What does that mean, right? But and he was like, no, she don't smell musty. And I know he would have to know, right? Because we also seen the tape that they did. Yeah, we seen the little freaky deek tape, and he was sure, having his way with that. Raw. We know it's raw, because not only because we saw it, but they have a child. So he was just definitely in it for numerous occasions. If she was that funky, that means he funky too. And if they both funky, that means all the people, because what you don't see when they filming reality TVs, all the crews, that's right. It's not just, man, it sometimes be anywhere upwards to 6 to 8 to 10 people around them filming all day, every day. Like clockwork. And I didn't ever hear that. I didn't hear none of the girls beating on her when she was fighting and all that. You stink, you musty bitch. And I never heard that. So for her to be in this gym, maybe, and let's give her the benefit of the doubt, all right? And maybe since she got into boxing, since she got into this training thing, she hasn't been touching that water enough, right? Because we know that, man, if anything, women got to serve. A man, you could be able to get around taking a bath, because I know some people, all they do is take showers. A man can do that. He might be able to do that for, a good minute. But women got to soak. They got to take the time to sit their ass in some water, some Dr. Browners, or whatever you got. Damn it, if you got Dove dishwashing liquid, you put that Dove in, just sit your ass down and just soak. And get right. That. Right? But then there's other things. See, these young people, again, with the way society moving or how time is running, people don't like to just sit down. Everything is rush, rush, rush. Instant, instant. So, a lot, that's why I tell you, I don't mess with any, you would never. And the more the years is moving and I'm getting older, I'm not messing with nobody underage. And I don't mean under age. I mean under a specific, man, listen. I'm telling you, under 35 is real suspect. They had to have a type of parent, a mother, and aunts and grannies that showed them how to be a woman. Because if not, boy, I'm telling you, these women throwing a wig, some MAC, a pair of tights, and they gone. And they think that's it. That's it. And they'll give you some of that musty box quick, in a hurry. Now these young dudes, yeah, listen. I'm telling you. And they do, one of these bras will set your ass on fire. You have to go to the doctor and yeah. What's that? I don't know, doc. It's fire. Because they're just not taking care of themselves. Okay? They not. They just are not doing it. And you won't be able to tell until you get up on her. And just like Adrian Bronner be like this. Whoa, wait a minute. Ooh-wee. What's going on? Now, I seen him, like I say, crashing out, jokey joke, This is the most serious I ever seen him. He was like, nah, you gotta get in the shower. You know, you gotta get in the shower. Let's go. He even walked to the shower like, come on. You know, he ain't blow up. He ain't, you know, he wasn't loud with it. Nah. He was dead serious, like, nah, something wrong here. Now, it might not, again, now that we've learned so much over the decades, it might not just be soap and water. Because I told you, in the mountains and on that damn island, I've seen dudes, literally, with my own eyes, get in the shower, soap up, rinse off, come out, and they can still smell like 10 pounds of goddamn hot jackal ass running through the Serengeti. You're like, God damn, what's really good? Like, what is going on with you, sir? I saw you. I said, he was like, yo, son, don't be showering. I'm like, son, I'm telling you, I seen him get in the water. I seen him soap up and all that. He just got some shit he got a force. You know, some people got a force field of funk. Soap don't do nothing to it. So that means your inside. So again, we know she I believe she stopped drinking. I don't know if she clean and sober on some V. Gibson shit. I don't know if she 2 years and 5-6 months sober, but we seen that. We believe she's no longer drugging, but it might be something going on in there. Yeah. So we gotta clean that. Yeah, you know what a jackal is? Not the hyenas. The jackal. Because jackals be running all through the damn Serengeti fast. So you know they funky as hell. Ain't no soap in the Serengeti. Them jackals and that fur, that's what, man, listen. You go to jail, you know what hot jackal ass smell like. But, you know, again, some people got that force field around them. It's like some of them Pakistani brothers and them Indian brothers, they come in the gym. You be like, yo, hold up, Paul, you just got here. How you got the whole area woofing like, yo? Again, whatever they beliefs are is cool, but you got to stay in your community. Go to your community gym. Don't come to the spotty spot where everybody at. Now, y'all got to do y'all thing. You got to do y'all thing with y'all at if you ain't going to be, you know, having, you know, communal hygiene. You got to have your shit up. So, it's bad when you say that about a woman. Right? And there's not the musty box. Because he was up on her. So it's like, nah, that's you know, armpits, that's all. Listen, I don't even know because shit. I expect. Do you know that different parts of your body have different scent and they don't smell the same? Y'all do know that, right? That's just the magic of who we are, right? Behind your ear, have a different scent than your inner ear, right? Your tongue got a different scent than your teeth. You ever smell somebody and you just smell their teeth? You're like, damn, what the hell he brush his teeth with? It's just, you know, it's just teeth. It just smells like bone, right? And they may smoke blunts or drink beer, and they tongue, that's a different scent. Now your ears smell different than your mouth, and they both smell different from your armpits. Right? Your armpits smell different than your ass. Because what if your armpits smelled like ass? Like, ooh, wee. You understand? If you're a man, your ass smells different from your scrotum. Your scrotum smells different from your feet. Because your feet don't smell like your ass. So you got all this going on. So when you are washing, you have to wash everything out of baby because you don't know. You can't miss a spot. Because one of the spots you miss, if it's a habit, then that's what other people are going to smell. You understand? So it's like some people don't, what you call it? Some people don't wash their feet. So now your feet always woofing. Some people don't wash their ass. So their ass is always woofing. Like, a woman has to, man, she just has to be on point at all times. So, I mean, you wash right, then you have to eat right, you have to rest, you have to think right. You did? Exactly. She could be eating some bullshit. And then not hitting the water. And working out multiple times. So, you know, I just, and then again, like I said, if she is on a spectrum, you know, they have certain things going on too. Yeah, yeah. But I just hope she get it together. That's all. Yeah, somebody get her all the way together. My thing is, she wasn't there by herself. She was there with another girl. So if that girl is standing around her, letting her come around the world, Musty, that ain't her friend. That didn't look like her sister. Because I really didn't, you know, I just peeped her. I seen she came through, she had a chick with her. So I don't know. It ain't look like her sister. But if Adrian Bronner smelt it, I know homegirl smell it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, somebody get Chrisean rock the class. Cause she been missing in action. We ain't hit her in a minute. Somebody get her up in there so we could give her the formula. Yeah. She need the formula. But she can't be running around like that. She can't run around like that. Not no athlete. We not gonna have no female running around. Nah. Smell like a gazelle that done got up out of the grips of a goddamn cheetah. And you've been running running through the goddamn water hole. You back and forth. They on your ass. She done got away from the cheetah. So you know that gazelle got to be smelling something fierce. Yeah. So I mean something fierce. Y'all could only imagine that. Y'all ever been to the zoo? Y'all been to the zoo? Y'all know what that shit smell like sometime. Y'all know what it smell like. So now a woman smell like that. A woman, a grown ass woman, a mother at that. Nobody's supposed to be telling her to get in the shower. No, that's not supposed to happen. Yeah. pH off balance. Yeah. BH too. Yeah. All her H's is off. All of them. That's you, Chrisean. We just trying to help. Listen, I go to the gym and people run up to hug me. Yeah. I always have a beautiful natural scent. No, yeah, just time them out. Don't, nah. Because that could have been Chrisean for real. Yeah, 80-some seconds. That's right. That could have been. What's BH? I don't know. I don't know. BH could be. We don't know. But Dookie, we don't know. BH. PH and CH. You dig? But, you know, we need to bring her in here. And you know, shit, girl, please. Don't come in here, man. We try to help in this class. We don't want you running around smelling like Madagascar and your ass is right down the block. You understand? You understand, girl? We trying to help you out. We trying to put you on to the Dr. Bronners. Soak that shit. Get it off your skin. People scared of baths because they leave ring around the tub. Clean the tub. Don't worry about it. People think that means something. No, all it means is that you didn't bathe in a while. You didn't allow your skin, right, to get soft enough for that excess dirt to come out because your ass been taking showers. That's another hazard of jail. Y'all do know that, right? You know ain't no bathtubs in jail. Y'all know that. Y'all ever thought about that? Y'all never thought about that, right? That's the jail. Prison is designed to kill you slow. Ain't no baths in jail. So they take showers consistently. So you never really fully get a chance to be clean. You dig? When you in a bath, you allowed to soak. Your skin breathes. Everything come up out of your pores. You understand that? So you got that soap that, you get it clean and you don't put on a bunch of perfume and stupid ass glitter lotion. All that shit clogs your pores up. So now you got your pores are clogged up from that bullshit Avon lotion with the glitter. And then you eating pork and bullshit. Right? And then your mind is funky. That causes you to smell funny. You got a stink-ass attitude, so your stink-ass attitude come out in your pores too. So now when dudes like, yeah, what's up in the box? Musty, son. Yeah, all that shit come into play. All that come into play. But y'all see her on TV all the time. Y'all see her on social media all the time. They get into the bag, but they funky as hell. I wouldn't be surprised if a whole lot of them smell like that. Because they do too much. I wouldn't be surprised. That's that she walking around with jail funk. You know that comes from jail too. Because adolescents are scared to take showers. So they run around stink. Because they scared to get in the shower. Because somebody might bang them out in the shower. Might put a razor to them or something. So they don't bathe. They don't get up in there. So they running around the jail musty. Playing ball. At yard, doing what young dudes do in the jail. And then they stink. Jail funk. Women got it too. Women, jail is worse. Worse. Some men have quit because they were assigned to work in a female's jail facility or building. Because depression, right? Stress. All that shit come up out of you. It come out your hair. Right? You ever been sick, caught a flu or something, and you just had to lay in bed for 2 weeks and you sweating and sweating. Your hair stink. Your hair has a scent, so you gotta wash it once you get, that's part of getting back on your feet after a bad cold or flu, right? So imagine a woman stressed out, depressed. Now she go to work every day, but she's depressed. She got a lot going on up here. She got a son that's probably in jail. She got a daughter running the streets. She come through, oh, Maria, she's sharp. Maria got all the fly shit, or Tangy. Tangy got all the fly clothes and all, but she keep that wig on. But under that wig, she's stressed. She get home, she tired. She got to take the subway to work, get to work, work, put in an extra hour or two, get back on the train, traveling through the city, training. She don't get home. She don't cook nothing, lay in the bed, get up, start again the next morning. I'm telling you, people, and you can see it on them. So it's not just about us waking people up. Being woke politically, that's the easiest thing in the world, right? But how do we get people's spirit woke? How do we get them in the proper disciplined state, right and exact? They just threw a bag at this girl, just like they do all of them. Y'all wouldn't be surprised if Young Thug and them little niggas smell like shit, pure ass. You understand? Because they took them out of a certain situation where they was raising themselves on the block and all that, and then threw money at them and told them they was somebody. So they're going to make sure that same behavior, that pattern don't go nowhere. It don't go nowhere. Then they going through Grippergate and all that, so them Ofays going to make sure they smell the way they want them Ofays to smell. They don't want no refined black man running around. That's why you don't see no conscious folk running around the industry. Looking good, refined, smelling good. They don't want that because they know what kind of mindset they're coming. They can't beat you. They can't scrape you. They can't play with your money. They can't, you understand? Because you in a God mind. You in an earth's mind. But these little dirty people, they'll make them superstars all day, every day. Because they're abusing them. So let's hope this sister get right. Okay? Let's hope this sister get right. Help her out. You dig? Help her out. Help Chrisean to come through so we can teach you how to eat the right foods. Right? How to bathe. Yeah, you can't be on a stream like that. Nah, Merkel, that Axe spray, that shit, none of that stuff work. Nah. No. What you gotta do is have a clean mind. Some hot water. And sit in that tub. That the Dr. Bronner's cap full. And she just got to soak. Get her mind right. That's it. That's it. You gonna say, yeah. Listen. we already have our donors, making sure people get right. Yeah. But if they don't, check it out. Now, if they don't request it, we don't know. I don't know where she live. I don't know where to send that. I wouldn't know where to send that to her. That's real talk. How I don't have no number to her. She don't DM me. People don't even listen to me. They don't listen. Y'all don't listen to Bliz. So how we gonna do? We can take care of our community. She not in our community. We got the John Tay got to find her. She out there somewhere. John Tay, we got to give him the products so he could go and you know, help her, you know, tap that up, scrub that, show where to, you know, where to get that right. You know what I'm saying? Get the loofah and all that shit. Like, yeah, come on, we got to get that right. I don't I don't have no, I don't have no ties to that. Yeah. Okay. He said that's them demons. Yeah, it could be. A lot is going on now. And now, yeah, nowadays there's a lot going on with people. I know trolling me, that shit ain't gonna help. That is not gonna help. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Coming in here to troll me, that ain't gonna help you get clean. That ain't gonna help you get clean. Get rid of scribble scrabble and get your shit right. Y'all coming in here mad at me for? Listen, man, shit. All I am is an educator. That's it. That's it. Yeah, come on, Pastor. Don't. Yeah. Don't have me catch you for your collection plate. Yeah. I see Bliz. Let them come on in here. Let them come on in here and live. But Pastor at that? Shit. Yeah, we find his IP address. Come on, Pastor. Yeah, let us know where your church at, Rev. We'll be right there. Keep playing. I'm the right one to troll. Yeah. Let's move on. So we can get up out of here, y'all. Let's move on. You know? Cause that see that's what happened when you win. Yeah. When you poke something like this. Oh, yeah. That gotta be somebody that's musty. Cause we not talking about anything other than getting clean and walking around in refinement. That's it. Why are you mad? Why would you come in here and troll that? Unless you musty as hell. Coming in here smelling like an old puma. Fuck out. What's going on? What we dealing with tonight? It's Monday. Just turned into Tuesday. We ain't got you running around smelling like that. We ain't the ones. We ain't the ones. Be easy. Let's go, because they tight. Well, they're going to get real tight here. They're going to get tight here. Listen. Me and Tay was discussing how the commercial rap industry, the commercial rap industry is now waving the flag. You dig? They're now waving the Roy G. Biv flag, and they doing it proudly. So now they are set in stone. Now they set in stone. They good money. They're no longer scared. They out. And it's none more evident than two videos that we seen over the weekend. One with Gillie the Kid. Sick of him. The other is a freestyle by YSL members in front of a plane on a tarmac. Now I'm looking and I'm like, wow, that plane and that tarmac scene is reminiscent of the old album cover. Well, not the cover, but the back of the album of Marley Marl's album. Where if you look at our era, the back of the cover had Master Ace, Cool G Rap, Craig G. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody fly, Shan, Bismarck, all fly, Jules. Listen, this is how we were at 17, 18, 19. Fly. Everybody repping. That's what that looked like. This little shit, I'm like, this is why the old phase are trying to take over the world now, because they done raised up 2 generations of fairies. Because the YSL shit look weird as shit. They not soldiers at all. You got one of them in pajamas with holes in his t-shirt, all type of piercings in his face. You got one that's about 370 pounds. You got 2. They look, man. That's why old face is running around drowning folks who they know is in shape and got some type of distinction with them. They making sure that those individuals don't become threats, because these dudes that they're giving y'all as stars or whatever, they want everybody to emulate that shit. This weird shit. So that's been stamped, because you got veterans in the industry that's not saying shit. They don't say nothing. So I'm looking at the YSL video. I'm like, yo, that shit is disgusting. I would never want a son of mine looking at that, at their peer group like that. That shit is crazy. It's off. So when I go back to the I'm looking at how, and mind you, not to say that our era didn't have a lot of dudes that was soft, that wasn't about certain action, but they wasn't running around like that. You dig? So I'm questioning what's to come in the next couple of years as everybody is fighting and doing their thing, right? We seen what happened at 26 Federal Plaza today, right? The little Army vet mad. So he gets some makeshift, whatever he thought he was doing, bomb and gasoline, and he lighting the shit up in front of 26 Federal Plaza. They bagged his dumb ass up. Come here, stupid. Had him all by the neck and shit. You know how they do. Once they arrest you, they love hitting him behind the neck. Son doodle, put your stupid ass on. They dragging him and shit. He fighting. What are you doing? That shit made 0 sense. You burning the concrete outside. What was you trying to prove? Wasn't nobody, that shit wasn't you. He way outside the building with that shit. But in what he believed he was doing, he was a man fighting for some type of principle that he believed that was going against the grain in 26 Federal Plaza. You got these goddamn dudes in commercial rap, they're not fighting for shit. Weirdos like this David dude that unalived a 13-year-old. That's, all of them is like that. Young Thug, NLE, NBA, all this weird shit, all them dudes is one mistake away from getting caught up in some dumb shit because they done already gave their grippers up. It's not even, man, it's not even debatable. NLE Chopper is looking like Betty Boop. He looked like Betty Boop now. What's up, Wallace? Much appreciation. I have a big case starting tomorrow. Keep teaching, fam. I'm out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good luck on that case. Do what you do. We'll build. Yeah. NLE look like Betty Boop. Yeah. And moving like her. Yeah. This young Nat with rainbow dreaded hair and pajamas and this man, they stamped it. So when they doing that, and I don't want y'all to think that I'm only saying that the South, the Midwest, and all that. No, because people saw another video of Fabulous coming outside, leaving an event, and people were concerned or made comment about him having on a bedazzled outfit. Like he had on a Yankee jersey and some type of jeans. It was all bedazzled, and they called him, little sus for wearing that. Not because, he wore, questionable outfits before, purses and funny colors and all type of weird shit. But for some reason, this struck people a different way. And I'm saying, okay, he came out there in that. And then you got these YSL fairies running around. They coming out like that. Nothing. Don't even mention the little Uzi Vert, his little candy ass. Like, that's just what it is now. It is what it is. So y'all can stop talking about it and stop having it surprise you. They're waving the Roy G. Biv flag. That's just it. Okay? Okay. And they're telling you, yeah, this is who I am. And that's what that part is. But now the second part with Gillie, man, that was mind-blowing. Because he actually showed you the Illuminati. He actually showed you the Matrix. And that shit went over people's head. He had on the Matrix suit with the shoes. He had his broad in a red dress. All that is coming straight from the film. Y'all don't see it? So while they are distracted by immediately calling somebody sus, oh, Fab is sus. He had on that outfit. Damn, the outfit that Fab had on. Why y'all not looking at the fact that he's surrounded by O-Phase? When did you start hanging with O-Phase exclusively? When did y'all men, and I'm not saying y'all men, I'm saying your men, black women, when have you seen y'all mans that's coming from the projects or the blocks hanging exclusively with O-Phase, and y'all think there ain't nobody playing in they behind? That's the alarm. That's the Illuminati. You don't have to catch them throwing signs up the rock and all this shit. They showing it to you. You don't see you nowhere around that. You know, a Fab, F-A-B-O, boosting ass Fab from Brevoort steps out of a club with nothing but white folk. Fuck you think he was doing? What is the conversation like between them? He telling them stories about how he used to boost? Oh, they're making sure that they keep him groomed so that he begins to be more appealable to white folk. He know them. They comfortable. White folks don't be comfortable with you. I'm in Manhattan every day. Walk down the block, they be shook. They don't look nothing. Straight ahead. You're invisible. Invisible man. Ralph already wrote the book. I'm telling you, that shit's still relevant to this day. You don't look at no strong God body in the face. They keep it moving. They scared to death. You can't even speak to them. So how he comfortable coming out of a club at night with them? How is Gillie the kid and his wife? What's her name? Toot or Poot? What the fuck is her name? How are they comfortable in a room full of white folk? He's spanking her in front of a room. Really? Really? Tootie. Y'all could party with Ofe, right? And y'all still not mourning the loss of y'all son? Come on. And the many in Philly that came after him? That's the Matrix. The red dress is the distraction. Him spanking her ass and acting performative in a state of arousal, of drunken arousal, just like in a movie. Homie, the program, was saying, yo, it is what it is. I know who you looking for. I know what's going, and y'all gonna find him. But I'm about to bust this other computer down over here. This other computer, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna give her a nut from across the goddamn table. Why are they over aroused in a room full of white folk? That's the symbolism. I'm telling you right there, we with the shit. You don't even have to question whether I'm there or not. Because soon other truths are going to be exposed about them. So in order to have a buffer between those truths, these are the rituals. These are the obligations that they have to do. That's it. So the other conversations y'all having about them is mute. That shit don't mean nothing. They showing you. In that one little vid, he showed you who he with. She with the shits too. She with the shits. Like I said, just like every other mother who getting ready to get paid because their son was unalived and telling y'all to be peaceful, don't burn nothing down. Chill. Chill. You dig? Would you say, Aunt? She not sis. Huh? So this is what I'm watching. This is what is hijacking the name hip hop. This is what it is. They all are showing you, but you got to know how to look. You got to know how to see it. You got to know how to see it. Look at it and be like, oh, shit, I didn't see that. You didn't see that? Why not? Because you was watching The Matrix without really analyzing, without using that third eye. So when you see it in rap videos, they tell you what they're. You see it in people lives or streams or TikToks or whatever the hell they utilizing. It's showing you. It's showing you. He's showing you right now. He played that whole scene out in front of you. Gillie show you ain't even got a button. Gillie show you if the Illuminati, there it is right there. Right there. I already showed you Dame Dash had on the checkerboard skippies. Illuminati. He ain't got to step on it. He got it on his feet. So he doesn't necessarily have to place it while he walking in the building. He got the shit on his feet. Checkerboard skippies. Since when the flyest nigga in Harlem ever wore skippies? He the boss, the CEO of Harlem. I'm responsible for Jay-Z. But he wearing checkerboard skippies now with a Ofe on his arm? Okay, ain't no more Illuminati than that. Damn, a gripper gate, because gripper gate only gets you in the door. But in order to extract money and resources, you gotta be with the full program. You gonna prove that you want this program, Negro? That's what it is. So I was taken aback a little bit by them videos and nobody making a sound about it. Go watch Gillie the Kid cutting up. You don't see no, where the real black folk at in that. Go watch Fab coming up out of that club with them old faces in close proximity, like they've been down forever. Go ahead, go watch it. Go watch it. The symbols is right there. You know, and then come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Y'all know how I do. Yeah. To those, because we still got a lot of people fronting. Like I told Rashida and shit the other night. I told her that. I said, even if it was a buck from everybody who logged in every night, we would have more movement and more traction. We would have more movement with the healing that we can do in the community with resources. But they won't do that. Right? And it's okay. It's all good. You dig? That's what everybody else knows. Again, I told y'all, before we leave, I told y'all, listen good. This is the clip. I keep telling y'all again and again, listen now. They don't have to kill the Black Messiah because they already killed the idea of a Black Messiah in Black folk. I told y'all that before. And people continuously proving them right. You understand? They don't have, this ain't the 60s and the 70s. This ain't Moses and, listen. They don't have to kill the Black Messiah because they already killed the idea of the Black Messiah in Black folk. You don't believe in it. You don't believe in self. Ofe don't have nothing to do now. They doing this shit for wreck. They don't have to drown this boy and that. Those are the underlings. Those are the ones they're trying to build courage in to be mercenaries. They don't have to do that because you don't believe in self. Even those who have knowledge of self don't believe in it. You understand? Hell, much appreciation for funding the war effort. You dig? Those who have knowledge of self are not moving with the wisdom and the understanding to manifest it because they scared. You don't really believe in it. You can read it, you can quote it, but you can't walk it. Again, you don't believe in the idea of self. So they don't have to, you know, all they got to do is make sure that I'm not into an algorithm. That's it. Because they know my folks won't push. So what happens? That the idea of strength, the idea of unity, it falls short. Right there. Boom. Get it? So yeah, we good. Lee, much appreciation for funding the warfare. Listen, check this out. Make sure you come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Guard your mind. Boy, guard your mind. Don't let them play games with you. Guard your mind. Okay? Don't believe in me, believe in my belief in you. That's how we do. All you truckers, get to your destination safe. And yo, listen up. Real talk. Anybody that's with a local, that's union, that's labor, man. Big up to y'all, because you are the ones I keep telling you, y'all truckers, y'all engineers, y'all construction. Man, listen, y'all the ones that are going to be saviors. Those who know, who can build. Right? Women too. I'm telling you, y'all the ones, man. So big up to all the locals, man, all my unionized workers. Keep doing what y'all doing. You dig? E. Brown, much appreciation for the super chat. Okay? So again, let me go do what I gotta do. Fall back. Tag them people now. Like we are here in this class to help. We here to help. So yeah. Somebody tag us so we could get them Dr. Browners to her. You know, get that little hiney nice and minty. Okay, we gotta get her all the way together. Get that hiney nice and minty. She can't be running around like that. Yeah. All right. And 55 gang.